Hey Mark, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, so we made it. We're here in Victoria, and the plan for the weekend is to ride a whole bunch of spots in this area that I have a personal connection to. So we're going to start off at the Geordie Lund Bike Park and take a look at some of the areas around town that have some free ride history. Nice short climb, almost ready to drop. All right, that was a good quick session at the Geordie Park here. It's starting to rain pretty hard, so we're gonna go over to a spot deeper in the woods, an old school zone, and that's even where Geordie's Rough AF3 tree roll is. So we'll go check that out at the end of the day, see what it looks like. It's a pretty epic sight in person. All right, next spot. We just hiked out of the woods where Geordie's tree roll is, and we couldn't get right up to the tree roll because there is new roads everywhere, new homes everywhere. Access is completely blocked off. It's a bit of a bummer because I was excited to show the guys how insane it is in person. You don't truly appreciate it unless you've seen it up close. Even though we're not going there, I have a really fun plan for now. We're gonna go to the next zone, which is really fast fall line single track. You can absolutely shred it. Let's get out there. Okay, day two, and we're at a new zone, this random little forest behind me. This place is actually the first place I ever built bigger freeride lines 12 years ago, and I haven't lived here in 10 years. But the place lives on, lots of local kids maintain it, and my good friend Geordie Lund actually revived the spot in 2018. Some of my old dirt takeoffs were falling apart, and he replaced them with wooden ramps, and the place is pretty sick now. I haven't rode here in probably 2 years, so I'm really excited to see how everything's holding up. Let's get in there. We're on the long and low jump of the big line. So there's two lines here. This is the main big line. The warm-up line is on the right, and the warm-up line was the first line here. We're gonna start the day off on the warm-up line, but this spot here is just so special to me because I built it with filming in mind originally. I saw this lush, beautiful rainforest and just found a natural line through it. And it's cool, you got like a speed gap into a big booter and then goes into more jumps. It's pretty awesome. Warmed up now. Oh man, I forgot how much fun these jumps are, and this one here is still one of my favorite looking jumps ever. Just, I don't know, something about how it's blended into the hill. This is actually the first step down jump I ever did a spin on, and I was terrified at the time. It was on my old like sketchy freeride bike setup 11 years ago, and crashed really hard the first time, cleaned it the second time. Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories being out here. Every feature feels like it has a story. Now onto the bigger line. Here's the first newer wooden lip that Geordie originally put in here. I think it's been changed a couple times since, but this is basically what it was when it was first wood. And the original OG takeoff was actually dirt. So it was built against the stump that's inside the lip now. And it was probably out here, so a bigger gap, not quite as tall, and a little steeper than this even. So this is nice now. It's a nice boosty jump, but not too sudden and really lofty, and I'm pumped this is here now and it's holding strong all these years. So sick. Here's the next jump that scares everyone away. There's a lot of people that ride out here and only a handful of them have actually hit this long and low here into the catcher berm.
Oh dude, this is huge.
Yeah, it's long. It's probably like 30-foot gap plus, and it's got a nice big catcher turn. I built that berm down there all by hand with a wheelbarrow. It took me like 2 weeks. I remember
Wow.
that. It was such a mission. That massive dig pit down there was just all dirt for that berm at the bottom. Yeah. The lighting's also not that steep, so it's a bit of a harsh impact. I've hit this one on my little trail bike, like 120 mil travel, and you definitely feel the impact a little bit. I wish it was steeper of a landing, but it'd be really hard to steepen that up while not making the gap even longer. Because as is now, you're like, especially if you trick the jump before, you're like just kind of stretching to clear this one. What makes this place so meaningful to me is it's the first spot that I ever built and did big freeride lines, and it was my first year of college. In between study breaks, I would ride up the hill from my parents' house, come here, dig for a few hours, and just plug away on my own, and then got more and more help over time, and eventually it became what it is today. This is kind of the trick jump to end off the line. You can actually session it from the top of the landing of that last big long and low, which is really fun. It's a big booter. It's a good way to warm up to do the big line. Like most people come here, they hit this a handful of times, get a feel for the jumps, and then they're ready for the big set.
GoPro mount on the Kika.
Oh yeah.
You can tell those guys are professionals.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta get the shots always. Oh, that's such a fun jump.
That was sick, Mark.
Man, all these jumps are so good. I'm so excited to come back here, tick off every feature in this zone, and just spend some time around Greater Victoria. It's been a couple awesome few days, and I can ride some old zones and revisit them, go check out some new places like the Geordie Park that all have some significance to me. I have a personal connection to all these areas, and just feels like home when I'm back here, even though I live a few hours away now. So yeah, thank you for watching. It's been a blast coming back here and checking everything out. Good times.